Hello. So now, this is Dr. Deb Harris Nixon. I told you I was going to talk to men for a minute, and I'm going to talk to the women. And I really don't have anything different to say, except for I just wanted to talk to the two groups separately. So, I've, again, over my life, I've heard, women say, there are no good men, or, men are dogs, or all the good men are married, or gay, or something with white women, or whatever the excuses that women, and in this case black women, make comments. But I'm just saying to you, and no matter what color you are, quite honestly, that I think the picture is bigger than that. I think the picture is bigger than that. And if you heard the things that I said to men, then you know what I'm about to say now. First of all, you need to make up your mind what you want. If you want to be, women, we've been sold this very interesting dream about marriage and how important that is, and everybody has this idea of getting married, having a great husband, and having great kids, and living happily ever after, and some people achieve that, but honestly, a lot of people, more than half people in this country, get divorced. Okay, so my protest for the last 30-something years is that there's more than one way to do this. And so I, as I mentioned before, I'm offering what I have put together is a marriage business plan, because I think people don't count the costs before they decide they want to get married. And they spend a lot, to get married, because that's part of the dreams that we have as women, the bridesmaids and the flowers and all of that party. And I sound like I'm against it, but I'm not. What I am for is more preparation than just that. More preparation than just the wedding, but the marriage. And there's so much more. And I learned that day one after I was married. I mean, I stayed married, but I was like, I don't really appreciate this. And this is not what I thought. But what it was is I hadn't thought about it at all. I hadn't given it the right kind of thought. And now here 30 years later, I've given it a whole lot of thought. And because I am an instructor, I'm a teacher by nature, I'm always teaching what I know. And what I know is you got to get a plan. All right? So that's about the marriage business plan. But I wanted to say to you, while you are stressing the fact that there are no good men out there, no available men, if you are a good person, why wouldn't there be a person, your equal, who could be your partner out there? That, to me, that doesn't make sense to me. When I hear women talk about, all the good men are gone, or there are no good men, or men dogs. When I hear that, I'm like, well, if you're here and you're a good woman and you want a sound relationship, then all you have to do is find the brother, the dude, the man, the person who is that for you. So, in other words, as I said to the guys, you are wasting your time with the wrong ones. You go out, you meet some guy, you start talking to him, and you get all involved with him, not asking none of the right questions or paying attention to anything except for what it looks like, and maybe the car he's driving, so that maybe some indication if he has money, he can take care of his business, he's not living at home with his mother, whatever. But he may not be the one, So I'm saying the guys you've been running into, there's nothing wrong with them, let me say that. What is wrong is that you are spending your time with the wrong people. There's somebody for them, if that's what they want. It's just not you. It's just not you. And so, when you think about you, think about what you want, think about the kind of person you are, think about what you bring to a relationship, then that's the person you're after. You're after the person who models, who mirrors who you are. I told you, I talked to my 28-year-old. He inspired me to share this with you today. And then my daughter is in a relationship now, and I asked her, how she know this one is the one. I hope I'm not putting their business out there. But she said it feels easy. It's just easy. And I thought about that and I was like, that's good. Because what easy means is I don't have to work too hard to be with him. He doesn't have to work too hard to be with me. Because when you're working that hard just to be with somebody, more than likely they're not the one or near the one. He may or may not be the one, but he's closer than not, because they're not always arguing, fighting, disagreeing. She's not holding in, he's not holding in. It's an honest communication relationship happening. So I'm saying to you, stop wasting your time with the people who are not the one or near the one. Stop that, because there's nothing wrong with them. It's kind of like putting a puzzle together, trying to put a piece in the slot, match it, and it doesn't fit, but you're trying to force it. That puzzle, that piece doesn't go there. It goes someplace else with somebody else. And I guess I can hear the difference in the way I'm talking to you guys, because I guess I'm identifying with what it's like to be a woman and one, to be in a great relationship with a brother, with a dude. I'm from the 70s, y'all. With another man, with a man rather, and a woman, if that's what your thing is. But I'm just talking generally heterosexual talk, but it applies to anybody, everybody. There's nothing wrong with those people. You're just wasting your time. You're trying to fit a puzzle together, pieces together that don't go together, that don't coordinate, that do not match. Okay? So my invitation for you is stop wasting your time with the wrong people and stop complaining about men, because it's not them. It is not. I share a very personal example. I dated a guy back in, I don't know, early 80s. And it wasn't until I was out of that relationship that I looked back, and because I looked at the person that he ended up being with, and then I looked at another person that he had been in a relationship with, and I was nothing like those women. I mean, almost nothing as far as what I could tell. I didn't know him very well, but what I did know, I was like, you were the one that was out of place. They were just fine. I guess I was a fluke or something in his process, but I wasn't the one. So, and I can live with that, because that's probably the best thing that ever happened to me. But anyway, so I'm saying that's an example of wasting your time, of wanting to be in a relationship because that's what we've been taught. That's what we look for, to little girls with the tea parties and the dolls and all the make-believe and all the dream stuff. But trying to get this dream, I was going to say settle, but no, we're just looking in the wrong places for the wrong people and not for the right things. If you are interested in changing your behavior and if you're interested in stopping this madness of being or trying to be in a relationship with pieces that don't fit your life, then you gotta get my marriage business plan, because it will give you some information you have never thought about, and only a person who's been through it, have gone through it for over 30 years can say this stuff. And I'm sure somebody who's been married longer than I have can say the same thing. Can probably even more. But again, I'm a teacher, and that's my thing. So, as your teacher, my email address, if you're interested in getting a copy of this, just email me at drdeborahspeaks@gmail.com, or you can go to my website, drdeborah.nixon.com, and click on products, and it will take you to a page where you can make the purchase for the marriage business plan. You would not regret it. And if you're getting married anytime soon, you definitely want to do this. There is time. And if you're married to somebody who's serious as you are about making a relationship work, then it's something you guys can do together. As a matter of fact, it's designed for you to do it together. Until then, if you have questions for me, hit me up. I'll respond. If you need family, marital counseling, hit me up. I'll respond. We can get together. But I just had to share this. And hopefully this helps someone who is serious about changing their relationships and serious about changing their behavior and serious about taking responsibility for the kinds of relationship you find yourself in. Until next time, this is Dr. Deborah Harris Nixon, and take good care.